All right, everybody, we're here with another episode of Chamber Chat, and I've got another special guest in the car today. I'm going to let her introduce herself, and we'll kick it off from there.
Hi, I'm Kathye Beck from United Way of Columbia County. I've been the director of United Way. I'm on my 23rd year.
That's crazy.
Yes, it is.
Does it seem like 23 years?
Some days it seems like 75 years.
Yeah, so I think everybody generically knows what United Way does, but in terms of the specifics of here in the county, and I mean, what do you guys do?
Well, we're probably known best as being a fundraising organization. Right. However, that's just a minuscule part of what we do. And we have our new statement logo that is, we fight for the health, education, and financial stability of everyone in the community.
Yeah.
So we not only raise money, and it used to be on an annual basis, but now campaigns and fundraising runs year-round. So there's somebody running a campaign all year long.
Yeah.
But we also leverage goods in the community that go to not-for-profit organizations or to low-income people. We get from Georgia Pacific every year for the food boxes that go out over the holiday.
Yep.
They normally give us 250 cases of either paper towels or toilet tissues.
That's awesome.
Which is fantastic because that's so expensive, and it's something that everybody uses and needs. So it goes out first in the food boxes, and then anything that's left over
Yeah, sure.
goes out, to other organizations.
Yeah. So when you talk about your fundraising efforts, you are part of a global global company, but then you do a lot of local stuff as well.
Well, everything we do is local.
Yep.
All of the money we raise has to come from the local community.
Right.
So we are, it's similar to a franchise, but instead of a top-down organization like the American Red Cross is, where everything goes into corporate and then it's sent back to where it's needed, this is an autonomous organization. So we pay a small fee for licensure on an annual basis, and that's based on a formula for how much money we raise.
Yeah.
And that gives us the opportunity to use the United Way brand and to also access money from large corporations.
Yeah.
So if we weren't a member of United Way, any fundraising at Georgia Pacific would go someplace else.
Right.
Or at CenturyLink or any of those other organizations. So that small fee allows us to bring money from big corporations that are based in our community, or even donors outside of our community, in to help. So
when people give to you specifically, it's money that stays in, or goods, or donations, whatever it may be. It's items or money that stays right here in the county.
Yes.
Which is great, right?
And everything we do stays in the community to make a difference with the residents of Columbia County. So we may sometimes support programs that are not available in our community, or maybe they mirror what we do. For instance, SAFE, which is the domestic violence shelter. For years we didn't really have one in this community, and we supported the emergency support shelter in the Longview-Kelso area because they took a lot of our people.
Sure.
We still continue to put money into that because they take people when they're either full at SAFE or they can't get to there. They come from North County, and that's closer for them to go. So we still put money into those type of programs.
Yeah. What would you say is your largest source of donations? Is it the public? Is it in the events?
It's probably individual donors.
Yeah.
Either through payroll deduction or small businesses or individuals in the community that write a check out once a year. We have through payroll deduction, if we do in a large business or corporation that offers payroll deduction, we have an opportunity. They can go online and download an application or donor form, and they can fill that out and send in a check, or they can donate through the donate button online, which goes through PayPal Giving Fund. So even if they donate through that, there's no charge to us. So we get 100% of what they donate through PayPal Giving Fund.
You'll take money how you can get it.
You better believe it. Any way that we can get it, we'll take it.
And I saw, and the nice thing, having just obviously picked you up, and I got to see where you are and everything. you're not an office of 25 people.
I'm me.
Yeah, it's you. I mean, it's literally you, right?
Yes, that's it.
So when the money comes in or the goods or whatever, it's not going to some large corporation. It's not coming to. It's just little old you.
It goes to little me, and I put all the data into the computer and sort it out. And if they say they wanted to go to another not-for-profit or another organization, we're mandated to do that.
Yeah.
So I have to verify that they're a viable organization. I have a couple of sites I have to go online and that they don't fund terrorists and all these other little criteria that we have to do to qualify. Small little part.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just me.
So when you obviously, you know, you help a huge amount of people and organizations and stuff across the county, and it's unfair to say, do you have favorites? But do you see a need for a specific area of the county right now, or, you know, just in general terms?
One of the biggest, I'm going to say housing, but we don't technically fund housing per se.
Right.
We do help community action team, and we put some money into their housing programs and things like that. But we have a couple of focus areas that we're working very hard on, and one in particular is the Meals on Wheels program for the seniors. It is so terribly underfunded. They only receive like $1.32 per meal in reimbursement. They're only allowed to ask for a $5 suggested donation. You have a lot of people that maybe can't afford to pay that $5 for every meal, but keeping them in their homes is the difference between them living home and independently, or possibly the state having to reimburse for $6,000 to $10,000 a month to care for them in a nursing home. So it's a no-brainer. You know, put a little bit of money, get some awareness out there, tell people donate to United Way of Columbia County, and designate Meals on Wheels program. We split it among the 4 organizations that are doing those Meals on Wheels now.
So as you see like programs like Meals on Wheels and you see that need, I mean, has giving in general changed over the years? Just people's willingness?
Oh yes. When the market crashed in 2008, everything went down.
Oh yeah.
And it's been really slow and really difficult because of the changing of people being frightened that they weren't going to have a job, and we have a 78 to 80% commute rate out of this county to work. So the only way that the people that commute out of this county can give, if they have an employee giving campaign, is to remember to write United Way of Columbia County on their donor form, so it comes back to me, because otherwise it stays wherever their work site is.
Yeah. So you may get people who want to donate to United Way, but forget that little detail.
Well, and they may be donating all along. I've had several people over the years that have been giving to United Way for years and years and didn't realize that it did not come back to the community where they lived.
Right.
It's something you really don't think about. It just, well, I give to United Way, that's awesome, and you know, that's okay. It does help other places.
Sure. So, and you do obviously, like you mentioned, with the seniors, you know, helping, you know, because there isn't a lot of help for seniors out here, right?
No, there isn't. They have the senior centers.
Sure.
And there's some respite care services through the community action team, but there are minimal services available for seniors, and we have little or no transportation assistance. It's really difficult. We do have CC Rider, and that's a blessing, and you know, you can get a ride to the doctor's office and things, but it's not large enough to do a lot of social giving for seniors, where they want to take a social ride to here or there. For instance, if they couldn't get to the congregate meal site at the senior center, they don't have enough vans and enough drivers and enough money to have a van that's dedicated to doing nothing but picking up seniors and taking them to and from a meal.
So I guess this is a bigger picture question then. How do we fix that? I mean, obviously, it's the work you guys. I mean, the work you guys are doing is amazing, but it's. I mean, I think even you would acknowledge it's sort of a patch, right? It is
a patch. It helps. It gets through. So you need more people to be involved, more people to understand that there is this huge need out here in the rural communities, and to work towards making a difference. Get together with planning committees and do advocacy for better funding. Some kind of a way to pay for that, and it's always somebody said no more taxes. You know, I don't know what the answer is.
Well, why not? Come on, fix it. We need it fixed.
but that would be, you know, that would be a way of fixing the transportation. But there's so many needs like that. The housing is
Is it
huge.
is it apathy? Is it kind of like, I don't think people don't care, right?
No, I don't think they don't care. I don't think until they're in a position where they don't have a vehicle that could take them someplace, or
Right.
they don't have friends
Until it
that can
affects
take
them.
them. They don't think about it. It's the same. A lot of people know United Way's there, and we do a lot of services. But until they actually physically need something, they don't think about a United Way or the unrestricted funds that go into United Way making a difference in the community.
Yeah.
So it's not. There are a few people that give on a regular basis, and actually a lot of people that give on a regular basis and want to make a difference in the community and know that the money stays local. But a lot of people just we're busy, and everybody's got their life, and they're commuting to and from work, and they're gone more than they're in the community.
Sure.
And so you don't think about what happens if I tomorrow need help with something, and where's the money going to come from?
Yeah, exactly. So it's not just an education process to help people to give to the charities and donations and stuff, but it's also education as to, if something does happen, what do you need? So,
right.
you know, it goes both ways, which is kind of an interesting little dynamic.
It is. Yeah.
Do you think, you know, when I talk to, you know, I do quite a bit of work, you know, through coaching and some other stuff with younger people, and I feel like there's I don't want to say a new wave, but it feels like there's a little bit more the ability to give, the ability to get involved, the ability to feel like they want their time or their money to count for something. Do you see a shift there, or is it kind of flat? We
haven't seen a great shift, but we do see a little bit of shift.
Yeah.
With some of the younger people becoming more involved, and it's really important that they understand how much more they get themselves.
Oh yeah.
Out of the little bit of time.
Yep.
Or maybe the little bit of money that they give, and it doesn't have to be a lot of money. $1 can buy 3 meals.
Well, you just said, yeah, $1.32. Get reimbursement for meals for seniors. Yeah.
So, like, we have the broom sales going on now at the decorated broom sales at the Halloween Town.
That's right.
And the brooms are $5 a piece. So for that $5, they can buy a meal, a home delivered meal for a senior.
Yeah.
Or when they buy 5 brooms, that will buy books for a whole year for a child between birth and their 5th birthday through the Dolly Parton Imagination Library.
Yeah.
So,
which is $5 is a cup of coffee now.
That's right.
Which is I know people, you know, hear that all the time. You know, it's just a cup of coffee, but it really is.
It is just a cup of coffee. Yeah, it's amazing.
It's crazy, huh?
It is amazing. I have students in the charter school in Rainier that frequently do for their senior projects some kind of a mini fundraiser.
Yeah.
And I've got a young man now who's going to help us with the diaper drive that we have coming up the 1st of November.
Awesome.
And he's going to issue some kind of a challenge to the kids in the regular high school there to try and probably raise coins or something like that. It'll be simpler for the kids because nobody's going to pack a big package of diapers to school. But you know, they do small, so they may not make a lot. They may only make $40 or $50. They may make $100 or $200, but it doesn't matter because every little amount put together adds up to a lot.
Sure, absolutely. Let's talk real quick about a few of the projects, initiatives, or whatever before we run this red light.
Good idea to stop.
We'll stop here. What do you got going on like right now in terms of how people can get involved right now?
Okay, so
you mentioned the diaper drive.
The diaper drive starts November 1st through November 16th. We'll take new diapers, and we'll also take open packages of diapers that if the child's outgrown the diapers, and we can take those because we can give them out throughout the communities, and we'll have disbursement sites in every city in the community.
Do they need to meet certain requirements, or is just a diaper's a diaper?
A diaper's a diaper.
Yeah. If you don't have any. You need them, right?
Yeah, that's right. And so we'll have that's coming up November 1st. I'm also involved with Veterans and the Auxiliary, and we're doing a Veterans Luncheon on November 10th at the Church of God in Alston, Church of God.
Excellent. And
that's a potluck lunch, and that'll be a fundraiser, and all the funds that are raised there go to support the veterans services that we work with on a regular basis.
Okay.
On the 27th of October, we're part of the Children's Fair, the Halloween event at the high school in St. Helens. and that's always a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah,
we have tangrams and all kinds of fun things that we give away. And I'm right in the middle of the major campaign, because normally our campaigns run from the 1st of September, historically, 1st of September through the Friday before Thanksgiving.
Okay.
So I have a lot of businesses and organizations that I go out and do speaking at one-on-one for encouraging them to give back to United Way and understand all of the different things that we do in the community, as well as leverage goods. If businesses are shutting down and they have school supplies that they want to get rid of, they can donate school supplies of us. If they don't want to give them directly to the school districts, I split them amongst the 5 different school districts.
So it sounds like, without sounding too generic, you guys will take anything. Is there certain things you don't take just cause? Large items, refrigerators.
You don't have room. You don't have any room to store them, and things like, or any way to transport them.
Right.
So a lot of times people will come and they'll call and they'll say, I have a refrigerator, and so I call around to all of the food pantries or at the senior centers and say, well, do you know anybody, or community action, anybody that's looking at housing, moving into a new apartment, type of things like that? Do you know somebody that needs a refrigerator? We know where there's a refrigerator available. So a lot of it is just communicating and knowing who to contact and who to connect to share those things.
Why, you said you've been doing this 23 years. Mm-hmm. Why do you still get up in the morning to do it?
If I can help make a difference in just one life, it makes every day worth it.
Do you have over that 20? Yeah, they always ask like like famous athletes or something. What was your favorite game? What was your favorite goal? Your favorite basket? Whatever. Do you have, without giving maybe too specific info, but do you have a specific, like, you remember over these 23 years? It's like, that was one that I nailed it.
Oh, we nailed it. I guess I really don't have a special one.
Come on, that's what every athlete says too.
I really don't. I love putting a smile on somebody's face. So maybe we've got a family that doesn't have enough clothing, or they don't have enough food or something, and I don't have to necessarily know them, but I know that what I do can make a difference in their life, and they can go forward without worrying about that. Getting school supplies every year.
Isn't that cool?
It's a horrific job, and it's countywide, and I have a ton of volunteers that get in and they help and they collect. But knowing that those school supplies go and make a difference in a child's life, so they don't have to worry about going to school and feeling like it's the work or being made fun of because they don't have things to go to school with.
Yeah.
So,
or like you said, if you're able to give, a single mom somewhere, a bag of diapers.
That's absolutely. If they need diapers because they can't afford to pay diapers and they can't afford to buy rent, just all kinds of stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I love working with kids, and I always have the little. This is something I do just because I love it. Is we have a daycare above my office. So every year at Halloween, all the little daycare kids dress up in their awesome costumes, but they have no place to go because it's rainier and they can't really parade them down the street or anything.
It's a little busy.
So they do a parade into my office, and we do a little treat.
Oh, really?
We do a little treat.
That's cool.
And we invite, I invite everybody around the offices that their business is there, and then the pastor and his wife, and anybody from downtown that wants to take a few minutes and come up and be there, so the kids can do their little parade.
It's almost like you're Santa every year.
Oh, it's fun. It is fun. I get much more out of it than the kids do.
That's the great part about giving. Hey, I want to shift gears slightly and talk about you. Is that cool?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. You're like, all right, cool. So we do this thing right at the end of every chamber chat, and it's cool. It's like a speed round, and I'll just fire some questions off to you.
All right.
And you bust them out.
I'll see if I can.
You may be asked to justify some of your answers. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Let's start with some softballs. Favorite food?
Oh, favorite food. Vegetables.
Vegetables?
Vegetables.
What? Okay, so we haven't had that answer before. So what? That's cool. That's great. But all right, favorite vegetable then? If you can only have one.
Oh, I love eggplant.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
How do you prepare it?
Oh, I bake it in the oven.
Okay.
I make lasagna.
Yeah.
I drizzle a little oil on it and fry it in a pan a little bit.
Yeah.
With lots of garlic and other spices.
Yeah. Now, are you a vegetarian?
Nope.
No? Oh, so you like meat as well?
Oh yes.
But you just live on vegetables.
But I love vegetables.
All right.
Yes.
Is there any vegetable you don't go near?
Huh. Boiled onions. Little tiny boiled onions in cream sauce.
That's pretty specific. That's not good.
It's like eating eyeballs.
All right. Okay.
Sorry.
No.
That's a childhood memory.
Oh. Yeah. All right. Well, so it's like it triggers bad memories.
Bad memories.
Bad memories. Favorite music.
This is, you're not gonna like this, but it's any music. I love music.
Oh, come on.
So I love things with a beat, and it's a lot of rhythm.
Yep.
And I love the Transylvania. I can never say it right.
Oh, the
Symphony.
Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Yeah.
I love
Christmas music and stuff.
Any music. I love that kind of music.
Yeah.
With a lot of rhythm and a lot of.
Well, then the Desert Island Challenge, right? If you could only take one particular music on a desert island with you, what would it be? Or musician, or band, or something?
Oh, well, see, I'm really terrible because I like all kinds of music, so I don't know the names of any bands.
But if I said Iron Maiden, that might not be the choice.
Oh, or Metallica.
You're a Metallica fan?
Oh, I like Metallica too.
Rocking out a United Way
or
with
ZZ
Metallica.
Top.
Okay. All right.
ZZ Top. That's awesome too.
That's pretty cool. Your favorite movie? You're not allowed to say.
Your Wagon.
I like
Your
all
Wagon.
movies.
Paint Your Wagon.
Yeah. Who's in that?
I don't know who the actors are.
Oh, what's it about?
It's hilarious. It's a western, and it's they're mining gold in this town.
Okay.
And they tunnel under all of the buildings in the town because the gold sifts down through the floor, and they want to get all the gold out and make all these tunnels. And
is this an older movie?
oh,
Newer
it's
movie?
old.
Oh, it is?
It's old.
Like how old are we
movie.
talking? Like black and white old?
No, it's colored, but it's old. Gosh, I watched it with my dad, so
Yeah?
I don't know. Probably it might have been 50s,
Oh, really?
60s.
When was the last time you watched it?
About a year ago.
Oh, really?
About a year
It's
ago.
kind of a regular.
I have
just pops in.
one. I have a copy. Yes.
Okay. Is it VHS?
Well, I have both.
You have a VHS copy? Oh no! I found an old VHS in the chamber office of the banquet back in 1996, and I was like, I don't know anyone who owns a VHS.
I do.
Maybe I'll just
On a
swing by.
on a little TV set.
Oh, it's like an all-in-one?
It's a little all-in-one. Yeah, all of my videos for United Way used to be on that. So yes, I have that little thing. And I also have a remote, but I don't know if it works or not.
Is it a remote, one of those ones that's attached?
No, it isn't that old.
Remember the early ones?
Oh yes.
Favorite place you've ever been?
Favorite place?
Anywhere in the world, or U.S. or whatever.
No. The Yakima Valley.
Oh really? Well, what makes it number one?
I guess because I grew up over there.
Yeah.
And the memories, and I love the weather and the change of the seasons.
Yeah.
I don't especially like the icy
I was
snow
gonna say, it
driving
gets
in
cold,
the winter,
right? Yeah.
but it gets very, very cold, and there's really distinct seasons.
And you said you grew up there?
I grew up.
That's where you're from?
Yes.
Oh, nice. Very cool. How about bucket list place? Anywhere in the world that you would love to go that you haven't?
Australia or New Zealand?
I think that's quite a common. Is it because it's so far away, just so different?
I have always been fascinated by Australia and New Zealand.
You know, they have like everything there can kill you.
I know.
Like everything.
But I'll just stay in a bubble.
I'll just enjoy it from a car. Do you have phobias? Are you scared?
Snakes. I hate snakes.
Yeah.
I am terrified of snakes.
Like freaking out, get up on a chair kind of deal?
Like freaking out, knocking somebody out. If they walk by me and they say snake,
I
will
knock them out.
Deck them. I will deck them. If I don't see it.
What if they're just warning you?
I don't care if you say snake and I haven't seen it. You're gonna get hit.
They're going down, and then the snake will get them.
That's right. Because I'm gone.
Kathy will leave you to die.
You have no idea. You have no idea. I wanted my children not to be afraid of snakes.
Okay.
and up to 2 boys plus 14 or 15 others. But my sons would catch garter snakes.
Oh yeah.
And bring them home. And I was terrified, but I didn't want them to be afraid of snakes, so I let them have their garter snakes in. But they had to have them in the garage. They put them in a
like a little cage or something?
A little glass aquarium. And they, when they couldn't find worms to dig, they would work to make money to go buy worms to feed these stupid snakes.
Oh, so they were dedicated.
Oh yeah, they took really good care of the snakes, except for that a big one and a little one, and they put a worm in. And the big one's eating the worm, and the little one's eating the worm, and they're getting closer and closer.
It's like Lady and the Tramp.
Oh yeah, but the big one's going to eat the little snake along with the worm.
Did it?
Well, no, because my hysterical sons came screaming in the house that the big one was going to eat the little one.
Yeah, eventually.
And Mother had to go out and cut the worm in half.
You did?
Oh, I did. Oh.
You're like freaking out now?
Yes.
Don't hit me. Don't punch me. I'm driving. As we've clearly seen when it comes to snakes, you're a very violent woman.
Yeah. Just do not like them.
Person you would most like to meet who's currently still alive.
Oh, and it has to be an alive person.
Has to be alive, which you know is what my next question is going to be. Is dead.
Oh, let's see.
So how about tackle both, alive and dead?
Gee, who I would like to meet.
Come on, this is a speed round. Come on, Kathy.
Well,
come on.
I don't have anybody I would like to meet.
Oh, come on. There's got to be somebody.
Oh my gosh. I've never thought about it.
Well, now we've got time, and this makes for great video.
And this,
all
we
these
go
long
down
pauses.
all these long pauses as we're going down. Let's see, who would I like to meet? I honestly have no clue of anyone I would like to meet.
Really?
Someone I don't know.
Just anybody? Are you kind of that person you can strike up a conversation? With anybody?
I just like meeting people. So I don't have anybody in particular, famous or
The Dalai Lama.
That would be awesome.
They're pretty cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Somebody in history? How about Genghis Khan? How about some like...
I don't know if I'd want to meet Genghis Khan or not.
Well, you said you could talk to anybody.
But I probably could.
You just sit down in his tent?
Just sit down, yeah.
And just be like, Genghis, what's going on?
What's going on?
Are you giving enough?
No, they would not be giving enough. But, yeah, I really don't have anyone in particular, famous or otherwise, that I would like to meet. I just like meeting people.
You want to meet everybody.
I like talking to people. I like learning new things and meeting new people.
That's cool. That's a good answer. We can accept that.
Good. Because that's
all you're getting.
That's all you're getting.
Fair enough. All right, so as we come to the end of our little ride here, and you talked briefly about it at the start, how do people get a hold of you? If they want to get a hold of you, how do they?
They can call 503-556-3614.
Okay.
Or they can send me an email to info@unitedwayofcolumbiacounty.com. Or they can stop by my office.
And where is your office?
305 West 3rd, room 16 in Rainier, Oregon.
And we take everything.
We take just
except
about
refrigerators.
Anything. No refrigerators.
Yeah, we don't have a room.
No, we don't have any room.
But you can give time, you can give goods, you can give money.
Yes, and I need board members. I need people that would be interested in being a board member and helping make a difference in the community.
Yeah.
Because it is a working board, so they can focus on a particular area if they would like to do education or financial stability or income. Housing, whatever, we'll work on that. Yeah, but I need people to help keep the program going and keep it viable in Columbia County.
And because you get bored and lonely in your office.
I'm
not bored.
Never bored.
I was going to say not bored.
There's
but
no
lonely.
time for boredom. But lonely, yes, I get lonely once in a while.
Worst case, come on in, bring some vegetables for Kathy, and and she will sit down and have a nice conversation with you.
Yes.
Hey, I want to thank you for spending some time in the car with us. This is cool, and we will see you guys on the next episode of Chamber Chat.
All right. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Bye.